I was in the hazardous waste business for 25 years. I worked for a corporation by the name of Safety-Kleen Corporation. And I was a regional manager for them. I really enjoyed it. And I'd had enough after about 30 years of corporate America. No disrespect intended, but it was time to do something different. And then at that point, I was looking for a small company that I could either start or step in and continue the growth pattern. And that's how I came to America's Preferred Home Warranty. We'd moved the company from Adrian, Michigan to Parnell Road here in Jackson, Michigan.
We wore a lot of hats back then. There was only 4 of us in the office, 3 part-time people and an office manager that was full-time. So it was kind of neat to be able to have a little hands-on of everything because, you know, sometimes the phones would get really busy and then I would have to answer the phones even though I was doing the bookkeeping for the business. And so it was just kind of neat, and I learned a lot about the business that way.
So those first 6 months, we almost went out of business, and our cash flow was struggling, and those were tough times. It was a lot of hard work. We worked a lot of hours. I had some great people at that time that are still with us today, most of them. And so we trudged ahead, and we did a small business loan that got us through those winter months. We changed some strategies and some processes, and by the grace of God, we were able to land some large accounts, and they provided the revenue that was necessary, and it took off from there. Keller Williams was our very first large relationship, and it was Michigan and Ohio region Keller Williams. So every year they would have a large event called the Summit, and that's where they would bring in all of their folks, which would be 400 to 600 people. Our salespeople actually sit at the desk and checked in all the real estate brokers and agents. So we actually did the check-in. So now you've got a home warranty salesperson sitting at a Keller Williams desk with their badges on, assisting in the registration. And by doing all of those things, we established a trust like no other trust. You know what, 9 times out of 10, we would hire someone with no sales background, 0. A lot of times what I'll do is, I'm not even concerned on their background, I'll talk about their character. So what I do is I get a person talking and I find out who they are. I'm more interested in who they are at the core versus what they've done in the past. It makes a big difference because if they have a teachable attitude and a good core, it's amazing what they can do. And then we provide what they need, right? So that they can flourish. And if they're a rock solid human being to start with, you've got an employee that will do the job and enjoy their job, and they'll be the best that they could be each and every day for the organization.
When I came into the business was right when we had the downturn. So in 2007, things were going downward. And again, that was a little concerning, but I just knew I needed to go out there and work hard and try to get agents and brokers that weren't using our warranty to start using our warranty. So the clientele changed and just began to add offices year after year. And as a result, of course, the revenue that came in about 4 to 5-fold since I started in 2007 in 9 years.
We've improved the training process. It wasn't a very extensive process when I started. It's now at least 30 days. They get at least 30 days of training before they're ever out on their own, so that they can get a good knowledge of not just the systems that we use, but also the technical knowledge so that they can provide a better customer experience. They have more knowledge when they're dealing with contractors. They can understand what the contractors are talking about. Obviously, again, they're not going to understand everything. You learn something new every day that you're here. I still learn something new every day. And I love that about this job.
And we really thrive on personal relationships, and we've done our best to hang on to that culture here. Our Christian culture, the way we do business, the way we treat our employees is our culture.
And I mean, just use God as the example of why he's still in business, and that right there sold me to this place for good. And so it was just really nice to be able to be around people that care about what they're doing.
Even though I've been here just 3 months, I feel that they believe in me, and they believe that I can do other things, or that I do my job well enough that, you know, I'm on my own speaking with customers and making the decisions on the claims.
Our gross revenue grows over 40% every year, gross revenue. It's amazing. Even in the downturn, when the economic times were tough for the housing business, we were growing at 20-25%. And people would look at me and say, how are you doing that? What are you doing over there? You know what I tell them? It's called God economics. They'd say, I've never heard that before. And what is God economics? I said, it's believing in Christ, praying, let go, let God, and let Him prepare that opportunity for you before you even walk in the door. And if people don't believe that, I'm telling you right now, I've got story after story after story of large real estate offices that have no business doing business with a little tiny regional home warranty company. And they've made us a great company today because God prepared their heart and mind, and they decided to do business with us.
We were already doing things different than other warranty companies when I started. We didn't have a national contractor network, which all the other warranty companies spent their time managing and growing, and we saw that as that's how we have to go to market. And we were able to take a lot of those things, enhance them, and change them into, no, your clients have autonomy. They get to choose the people they know, they like, they trust in their local communities. You could, as a realtor, you could make referrals of your service provider network and things. And so we spent a lot of time looking at ways to take our business model and show it as a strength and tie it to their businesses as well. We here had a program called, we didn't even have a title for it yet, but we provided legal protection for brokers that went way above fixing things in homes. And if our warranty had been offered to a consumer and they bought it or they waived it and chose not to have it, but it was presented, we would protect those real estate transactions. And that was quite a neat concept. And so we found an opportunity as an example when listings started drying up out there and it was becoming more difficult to win, and there was a lot more competition between realtors for the same real estate listings. Our agents, we provided a legal protection program for home sellers that also would give them a unique tool in their tool belt to win listings and beat the competitors for that business.
We're in front of our brokers and our real estate sales folks. We're out there. We're in their offices. We provide dollars that help them to do their events and grow their business. One of the things we do at America's Preferred Home Warranty is we work very, very hard to give back to the community. A couple things is, there's some large charities in Lansing area that really deal with troubled families and children. So we give quite a bit of dollars to those particular charities and through events and so on. And the bottom line is we've become very wealthy in our hard work through Christ and His help. And who would we be not to give back to the community? The last thing that I would ever do as a leader and owner of this company would move this to another city or to another state. I wouldn't do it. That'd be a hardship for the 65 people that work for us. I'd never do that. That's why we're here. It's a great community. It's a blue-collar community. We enjoy Jackson, Michigan. It's just been home for our company.
Randy wants to build a building for our employees that's fun and friendly. So we're going to work on that through some unique ways: open space design, vibrant colors, functional design. As I said, customer service is the heart of our business, so it's going to be central to the design. It's going to be up front and center. But key that I've learned in being in our business, and we work in this building that we're in now, which is a great building, is we work like a hive, like bees. Although we all have our own individual jobs and we're our own spaces, we have to be able to collaborate with each other. So we need that design to be highly functional, easy to walk over and talk to somebody, but be separate.
So long-term goal for now is that we are now in 30 states. We have 27 salespeople across the country. In 5 years, our goal is to have, we'll have about 66 salespeople is what we're forecasting. We'll be in all 50 states. So we just continue to be blessed with great opportunities and great people coming on board and growing. So that's our long-term goal.
What excites me about the future is the fact that this organization is growing so quickly. The people that are here today, I wonder sometimes if they really truly understand what this organization probably will look like in 3 to 5 years. And to me, that's really exciting. We tried to map it out the other day, get it up on the board. 5 years, we're a $100 million organization, we're 250 employees. There's going to be lots of room for people to move up. And so a lot of the people that work here today are going to be our future supervisors, managers, vice presidents. There's a lot of opportunity here in the future.
It's been fantastic. Almost storybook amazing. It really truly has. And I'm so blessed to be here and to be the owner. And we certainly understand, and I think the main thing is to remember where you come from, your humble beginnings, to keep focused on that. Understand and know where your blessings and your growth comes from. It's from your employees. So we're pretty excited about all this.